I later found out that some people are actually using another type of cheaper RMB to buy these phones at a cheaper price. Hi guys, I'm back here. It's been a minute. I hope you guys still recognize me. I know. I'm sorry for not posting. Anyways, straight right into the video. After my last video about how to import iPhones, I got lots of new subscribers. Thank you so much, and I'm grateful for the support. So today I'm going to spill the whole tea and share with you guys everything about I've learned so far about importing iPhones from China. Now, first of all, the good news. Importing iPhones from China can be really lucrative. Some people earn anywhere from 80k to as high as 300k per phone. That's profit. Yeah, they earn a lot of profit on one phone. So it's definitely a great way to earn a significant income. But just like any other business, this one has its own challenges, especially in Nigeria. Now, one of the biggest challenges is the exchange rate. I remember the last time I made the video, that was it early this year or last year, the rate was 116 and I was complaining. But as of today, rate is over 220. How? Just like you buying a phone for 100,000 naira today and tomorrow the price is 200,000 naira or 150k because of the rate has skyrocketed. So it can be really frustrating, to be honest. I later found out that some people are actually using another type of cheaper RMB to buy these phones at a cheaper price. I'll get back to this, but let me just talk about some of the risks of importation of iPhones. We all know every business comes with its own risk, right? When I was actively importing iPhones, I had 99% success rate, but just one complaint from one client. She complained that her iPhone 13 Pro Max was switching on and off, and I made inquiries. I asked a lot of people, and I found out that it's a common problem with iPhone 13 Pro Max at times. It's like a software issue, but thankfully that's why it's good to have a good supplier. So my supplier was really understanding, and he even offered to exchange the phone. So he asked me to send the phone back to him through DHL, and he would send me a brand new phone. And it was really thoughtful, because not all suppliers would do that. Some suppliers will even block you immediately you complain, or just tell you, my sister repair it, or do something else. He was really considerate and kind, and that was good. But the customer at that time, she did not have any spare phone. All her documents were in that phone, and she just requested for a refund, and the supplier actually did refund. Other than that, I had no complaints whatsoever, and actually a good side. So yeah, back to our gist. Everything you need to know about importing iPhones from China. So remember I said the rate was not favorable, and some iPhones were even more expensive to buy from China compared to here in Nigeria. And I still saw people consistently buying iPhones. I'm like, is there something they know that I don't know? Because they are buying iPhones every day and posting it. I'm like, in this life it's good to ask questions. Even if people tell you no, yes, as long as you ask, because there would always be somebody that knows it more than you do. So I decided to ask someone one day that, auntie, you're always buying iPhone, we're in the same business, but the price is not giving. And she said, there's another way people buy these phones. So like they use a cheaper form of RMB. Hey, and I'm like, tell me more. I want to know more. Are you serious? After making a proper research, I found that some people usually get what is known as black RMB or street funds to fund their supplier. For those who do not know, RMB is the official currency of China, and the black RMB or the street funds is the unofficial version of that currency. It just means you don't even know where the source is. It's just cheaper. Like for example, if you're on an RMB group where they are buying and trading RMB, you might just hear, okay, for example, the normal rate might be 220 and the pickup rate might be 100. So imagine that gap. It makes it really cheaper. So here's the catch: the source of this black RMB is often shady. At times it might be legit, maybe people that just want to sell at a cheaper price, but sometimes it might be shady and you don't even know where it's coming from. You just know that it is a cheaper RMB or a cheaper rate. Some people don't even know. They'll just say, okay, since it's cheaper, let me buy. But it is very risky. I don't even recommend or advise anyone to buy pickup RMB or cheap RMB, because I wolf the porch belly, like you all know. Some people use it to fund their suppliers without any issues. Like I said, there are sometimes that it might be from a legit trade, you don't even know, but some people use it to fund their suppliers without any issue. But there have been lots of cases where the money doesn't even reflect in the supplier's account, or worse, the supplier's account gets flagged. It's that bad. So with that being said, wait, don't give up yet. not all hope is lost. Yes, there are still some phones that are actually really profitable and cheaper to import from China, even with the current high rate. Yes, till date, people are still importing with clean RMB, that's the normal RMB, and still making profit. So here's my advice: before you jump into importing iPhones or any other product in general from China, it's advisable to do your research. Don't just jump on the bandwagon. Some people just want to import for importing sake. I'm an importer, Odogo importer. My sister, my brother, relax. Make sure you do your market research. I suggest comparing the prices of these phones with what is being sold in Nigeria. So because of your supplier told you that iPhone 15 is maybe, let's just say 10 naira, that doesn't mean you should buy it. Go and check on gg.com, go and check on Instagram how much iPhone vendors are selling that phone. Compare the price and see if it is reasonable to import, if it's going to be profitable. Don't just think, okay, because it's from China it's cheaper. It's naturally cheaper, not just our currency spoiler. If you are probably in other countries with stable currency, you would enjoy it, honestly. Also remember to factor in shipping costs and other fees that might apply. And if after all your calculations you find out that importing is still profitable for you, then by all means go ahead and import 10 million pieces. So in conclusion, while importing from China can actually be a very profitable business, at times I just look back and think that, had I known, I would don't import plenty pieces of food when the rate was still low. But anyways, it's a really profitable business, and it's just essential to be aware of the current challenges, especially with this exchange rate and the risk associated with, black RMB, for those that usually do it. So yeah, if you're considering this business, make sure, like I mentioned earlier, make sure you do your thorough research, compare prices, and weigh the risk before making any decision. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope this video has been helpful, and if you have any questions or want to share your own experience with importing, leave a comment below. Don't forget to oh, you guys already know the drill.